What's up guys, it's Austin, and today I'm doing a seance. As you guys know, I figured out that my haunting is actually demonic, it's a demon, so I thought what better way to contact it than an old-fashioned seance. So I got some equipment here, and I also got one new thing that you guys might have noticed, is this crystal. It's supposed to amplify energy during a seance, depending what intentions you have, and since I have the intention of contacting / summoning this demon or whatever is in this house, we're going to be using it to its full potential. But for the equipment, we got an EMF meter. This will detect any energy changes. Anything goes near this, it'll light up into different colors. It doesn't make noise. However, this is a REM pod. It does make noise. If anything goes near it, it'll go off, or if something touches it. And this is a spirit box. Basically, it flips through a bunch of radio signals and white noise, and spirits can use that to communicate and say words back to you. So let's get into this seance. I already got energy here already. Is this the demon that I contacted yesterday? Are you here? You can use this crystal for energy so that you can make any of these devices go off, or you can make things move. You could move that towel over there that's on the oven, blow out a candle, and also guys, make sure to watch in the background to see if anything does slightly move, like that towel over there that's hanging off the oven or whatever. The camera could catch things that I don't see because I'm facing this way. Whoa. Right as I grabbed the spirit box, it started going off. Is there a demon here? Sounded like it said yeah, in like a whisper. And that went off too. How powerful are you? Did you say you'll find out? Okay, why don't you show me something? Give me 3 knocks if there's a demon in here. I don't think it liked that I turned that off. Is there somebody still in this room? Is there an attachment here that is from 3 years ago? Is your name Zozo? If your name is that is not the name that I wanted it to go off at. I don't feel comfortable now. Is this really Zozo? Guys, if you are an OG fan and you remember how bad my Zozo haunting was, then you'll know why I'm so scared right now. If that is the demon that is haunting this house, it's every time I say Zozo that it goes off, if you guys haven't noticed. Is Zozo here? This is what? Who is this? Okay guys, so what I'm going to try right now is the Estes method, and I'm going to do it alone. This is something that not anybody has done, I don't think. Usually you need another person to ask the questions because you basically have noise cancelling headphones on, and then the spirit box is really loud in your ear so that you can't hear the other person's questions, so that it's completely real and authentic, and you can't like make up answers or whatever, and you can't hear the person. Usually you would have a blindfold too so that you can't read their lips, and also so that you're fully immersed into the Estes method, but I cannot find my blindfold. I'm going to start with this right now. I'm going to blurt out whatever this thing says and try and ask questions at the same time, so this will be very awkward, and it looks like it wants to do that. Is Zozo in this room? Say something to prove to me you're in here, Zozo. It said something no. I think it was trying to say no. I'm in? Where are you in? Are you in this room? That was a weird sound. Yes, it just said yes. So you're in this room right now, Zozo. I heard yes he is. Why don't you tell me something that only you would know? I could have sworn I just heard it say demon. It said like other words and then it said demon at the end or something. So I got some words out of that. Pretty sure it said demon in that one sentence. And then I think it said in here or whatever, and the REM pod started going off. I couldn't remember everything it said. I don't think you're supposed to be contacting him without a Ouija board. Is it bad if I just talk to you like this? Is that a yes? I'm gonna put these headphones back on. That was actually interesting what it was saying. I'm gonna go back under the Estes method. Give me a sign through the spirit box that you're here. Did it just say priest? I could have sworn it said priest, guys. Released? Were you released? Wait for it? Wait for what? We're gonna put one off right when I said that. What do I have to wait for? I keep on hearing me. Why do I have to wait for you? Are you not in here? Not in here. Can you come in here? Do you remember me from 3 years ago? I could have sworn it said got his headphones. Okay, so I just took off the headphones. I could have sworn at one point it said got his headphones, which is weird because that's exactly what I was wearing. Zozo, if you're in here, please give me a sign. Okay, so you're still in here? I'm gonna go back under the Estes method if that's okay. So are you in this room again? Noise. Yeah, it makes noise. This one does anyway. This one doesn't. Can you use this to talk to me? There's the REM pod. Zozo, why are you here? Can you tell me through this? You just touched the REM pod. Are you sitting right there? Or are you watching me from behind the camera? I feel very weird. I feel like there's something standing behind me. I just can't shake that feeling right now that there's something behind me. Zozo, are you behind me? Real. Yeah, I believe you're real. Evidence, yes. This is evidence. This is evidence that you're here again. Zozo, why are you haunting me again? Sounded like it said vengeance. Do you have vengeance? Or want vengeance? Whoa. Right before I turned that off, I think I heard evil, you're evil or something. Hang on, I'm turning that back on. Wait, it was like something evil. Were you trying to say something was evil? What is evil? There, it just went off. Conversation? Yeah, we're having a conversation. Active? You're pretty active right now. Watch? Watch what? Teleport? You were saying look around yesterday. Where should I look? The question, are you in the living room or are you in the kitchen right now? Sit in here. Look at that. Whoa. It seems like you still want to talk. You haven't told me no and you haven't given me a sign when I asked if you don't want to talk to me. So I'm taking that as a response that you do want to talk to me. If I'm right in saying that, make that REM pod go off right there. Guys, how do you explain that? That is not me doing that. It's not the candles either. The candles would have to be much closer. Like you have to be like that close to it. You haunted me 3 years ago for 5 months in my old house. Were you actually gone this whole time for the past 3 years? Okay. You were? Okay, I decided to get up, but I do have one last question, Zozo. Are you gonna haunt this house just as bad? Okay, it answered that. I was feeling like there was something behind me that whole time, but this isn't even going off. When I was doing the whole headphones thing, it felt like there was something there. Make that REM pod beep if you're done, or even make this flash into a color. Yeah, you're done? That wasn't me, guys. My hand was right there and it's not going off. Zozo, are you done? Okay. Yeah, it's saying it's done. Okay, I just turned off the REM pod. I'm saying goodbye now. I'm ending this conversation. So I said goodbye to Zozo because that's just the respectful thing to do when you're done talking to a spirit, because usually on a Ouija board, which is where he's from, you say goodbye to end the conversation. Doesn't mean the spirit is completely gone from that area, it just means you're done with the conversation. But I think for the people that were not there during my Zozo haunting and are new to the channel, I think I'm gonna explain how this whole Zozo thing came about like 3 years ago. Back in 2021, we were messing with Ouija boards a lot until they worked, and we went to this haunted mine entrance. We were trying to contact a different haunting that was attached to me. So I had 2 attachments at the time. And the reason I knew it was Zozo is because he would do different things that would be like, okay, like I could tell this is not the normal haunting. This is 2 different things at once. But when he left, I noticed the activity was very mild afterwards. We played the Ouija board at this haunted mine entrance. Me, Mike, Nick, and CJ. Through the seance, we actually contacted Zozo without even trying. He is like one of the most powerful demons of the board. He's not someone that you want to contact. I was very uncomfortable even contacting him tonight through the Estes method. I just wanted to get answers about this haunting a little bit more. Like once I found out it was demonic, I had to find out what kind of demon it was, or what its name was, or if it was something from my past. Like I had to know that stuff. So when I went home that night, everything changed that day forward. Lights would flicker, and like every 2 weeks, the lights would do this weird strobe effect where it would just go on off really quickly, like concert lights almost. And what was really strange, we had a light in the staircase and then we had a light outside my room. The light outside my room was the one that was dying, almost telling me, you messed with this thing, you brought out a Ouija board and went to a mine entrance and contacted something that you weren't supposed to, and it followed you home. The light keeps dying outside of your room. It was so creepy because once I came to that realization, I'm like, oh, it's almost like this is the person that this haunting is attached to. And I remember one time at Mike's house, I'm pretty sure this was the Zozo thing. So I was watching a documentary this one time. It was telling me that like spirits can haunt you through the screen when you watch that kind of stuff. The spirits know when you're watching stuff about them and when you're talking about them. So out of the blue, at 3:33 in the morning, his dog starts barking out of nowhere. She never does that to go outside, and we thought that was really strange. I turn over to Mike. I'm like, your dog's barking. And he wakes up, and I'm like, it's also 3:33 in the morning. He just kind of looks at me and he's just like, oh, that's creepy. So we both go upstairs. I had the camera at his house, but when you're in the moment like that, you're not really thinking pick up the camera. I think now I would probably be more quick to pick up the camera, but back then I'm just like, we need to figure out if this is a robber. We need to figure out if this is someone that's trying to harm us and try to get into the house. The Zozo haunting was a very serious thing. This thing lasted for 5 months. I couldn't believe how much the light would die every 2 weeks. That's not normal for our lights to die that often and that quick. But anyways, that Estes method was really crazy. I've never had a friend in person to do it with me. I've always done it over video calls and just never recorded it. So I'm like, why don't I do it alone, try something different and just see what happens? And we got some really weird answers. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me finding out what demon is in my house, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.